So it's one of those rare occasions where I actually get to go see two movies in a weekend. It happens very rarely, but there's a lot of movies coming out, and I wanted to catch up on some of the movies that I missed. So it's one of those rare occasions where I got to go see not one, but two movies this weekend. The first movie that I watched yesterday was, of course, Megan 2.0. And today I caught a very early matinee of How to Train Your Dragon, which I'm going to be talking about both films, one video. Two movies, one video. If you're new to the channel, please do me a massive favor. We're going up pretty quickly in subscribers, so that makes me happy. I've been begging. I've been pleading. I've been showing iced coffee. Like, please, guys, if you are new, if you manage just to stumble upon this video and you're just kind of like coming around and you're new, just do me a favor, just hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free and it helps. It just really helps. Lets everybody just be awesome and enjoy movies, and just hit that subscribe button. So first, I'm gonna start off with Megan. Caught Megan last night. We were celebrating my wife's birthday, so we got some food. Went to go see Megan 2.0. Really enjoyed the first Megan movie. I am happy to say that this one is completely different than the first one. The first one was like a modern take on Child's Play, which, like, it was cool for what it was. It was like the psychotic AI doll that went around and just murdered all these people. It was a very new and modern take on Child's Play, and I'm a big fan of Child's Play, even though those movies went completely in the wrong direction later on as the series progressed. It just went like, ugh, and I didn't even watch the Child's Play series, because the last Child's Play movie, or Chucky, I did not like it. I really did not like the last Chucky movie. So I didn't see the series. I didn't see the reboot because I just didn't like where they were going with the reboot. Maybe I should go check out the reboot. I don't know. You guys can leave those comments in the comment box below. So Megan 2 is completely different than the first movie, where there is another sadistic AI, not a doll. It's not really a doll anymore. It's more like a robotic AI being that's going around and murdering people. And basically, they have to recruit Megan to kind of help take out this other AI. What would you call it? Like, it's not a doll anymore. It's like a robot, like an AI robot. And it really turned into like this. It really like leans into the comedy, leans into the action. Not really as many kills as, like, I think there might have been more kills in the first one, but again, they were leaning into the Child's Play films. It was like a modern take of Child's Play, like I mentioned like 30 times already in this video. But this one's a little bit different, where, yeah, there's some kills, especially toward the end, but it's more relying on comedy and action, and really kind of playing into the AI plot, where you have this other it's hard to really kind of explain. It's almost like where it turns into an AI movie. Like, if you ever seen like any AI movies, whether it be like Ex Machina or Age of Ultron, something like that, it's something very similar, to where there's another sadistic AI machine out there. They have to recruit Megan. Megan's kind of been there this whole time, so they put Megan in this little toy figure until they kind of like really need her help, and then they kind of put her into a new and improved Megan 2.0 body, and then Megan's job, like, she basically teams up with them to take out this other sadistic AI robot. So it went from like being a modern take on Child's Play to being something completely different. And I actually appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I was like, okay, I like the Megan film. Let's take that, but let's do something different with it. I enjoyed it. Look, it's not going to win no awards. It's probably not even going to be in my top 10 favorite movies of the year. But I went in knowing what I was going to get, and it delivered what it was going to get. Like I went in. It's a popcorn flick. I really do not care if the plot makes sense. I'm not even trying to make sense of all the AI-ness and does this link into this one and this. I don't care. Like, I went in just to laugh, watch people get murdered, and just shove peanut butter M&Ms down my throat because I love peanut butter. That shit is delicious, okay? So Megan 2.0, if you're going to go see it, if you've seen the first one, you kind of know what you're going to get. It's much like the first one, just they kind of lean more into the campiness and ridiculousness of this, where it's no longer the killer toy come to life. Now it's kind of leaning into the AI, the technology aspect of it, and it just kind of evolved into something different. Then this morning, went to go catch a early matinee of How to Train Your Dragon. This was a much anticipated film. I would argue my second most anticipated film of the year, right under Superman being my most anticipated movie of the year. Wasn't able to catch it last week because we ended up catching another movie last week, and we just didn't have time to see this film. And my wife was like, "Hey, look, our local movie theater, they're doing a special on Sundays. $5 tickets for any movies before 11 o'clock. So they had a 9:15 showing. I got plenty of rest last night. So I got up around 8 o'clock, got dressed, took a shower, and we went and saw the matinee. I mean, look, you can't go wrong with $5 a ticket, right? So for $10, we got to see How to Train Your Dragon. It lived up to everything I wanted it to live up to. I'm a big fan of the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. When I first saw this trailer, I absolutely I kind of teared up. I had goosebumps. I'm just a big fan of this series. And I know some of the reviews haven't been kind to it, but I think it's doing pretty well in the box office. So hopefully we get the second part of this movie. I absolutely enjoyed it. There's some controversy going on. I seen where people were mad because they race swapped a couple of the characters. I don't care. Keep the essence of the that's one of the things I don't care. As long as the essence of the characters stay true, I don't care. Right? I don't care. Like everything else, it felt like the animated movie come to life. That's really all I cared about. It had the same feel. It had the heart of How to Train Your Dragon, and I absolutely loved this film. I know some of the reviews haven't been kind because a lot of them said, "Oh, well, it doesn't really do anything different from the animated movie, so what was the point of doing this?" And where I can say the difference between this and Lion King, how Lion King didn't do anything different either. Lion King was all animated characters, right? Like there was no live action people. It was taking the animated movie and then taking it and put it into CG animation to make it look live action. But all the facial expressions, all the characteristics from Simba and Scar and the hyenas and Timon and dude, all that was lost. It was just like looking at a National Geographic and having them sing and talk to us. It was very jarring. Whereas How to Train Your Dragon, you have the human characters. All the dragons, Toothless looks like Toothless, and he has the expressions and the motions of Toothless. Like these characters look like the characters from the animated movie. And the reason why I think this is more important than something like The Lion King, where kids like people that grew up with How to Train Your Dragon, right? Like I was already in my 20s when How to Train Your Dragon came out. So I wanted to experience this in live action because I love the franchise. I haven't seen the first movie since it released back in the day. But for a lot of parents now, they grew up with How to Train Your Dragon and they want to show their children How to Train Your Dragon. So the live action How to Train Your Dragon is going to be shown to a whole new audience of kids that didn't see the animated movies. Where this is different from The Lion King is that just show them the animated Lion King because it's just better. This isn't necessarily better than the animated How to Train Your Dragon, but it feels like the extension of How to Train Your Dragon. You could watch either or. Both of them are really, really good because the characters look like the characters, the dragons look like the dragons. Whereas the Lion King, you're just getting National Geographic with talking animals, like National Geographic with mouths moving where they talk. That's really it. You don't get all the awesome facial expressions from Jeremy Irons as Scar and like all the cool things that Scar looked like and Simba and all. You don't get none of that. It just looks like you're watching the Discovery Channel and you're just hearing dialogue in the back. How to Train Your Dragon is none of that. This captures the heart and the emotion of the animated films, and it brings it to the big screen once again in live action for a whole new audience. Where Megan did not like, I like Megan a lot. It won't be in my top 10 by the end of the year. How to Train Your Dragon probably 1,000,000% will be in my top 10 by the end of the year. I had a blast with the movie. I left the theater still humming the music, like the emotion with Hiccup riding Toothless, and it was so great. And then my wife, she never seen How to Train Your Dragon, so at the end, when like the father puts his hand on his son's shoulder and he's proud, and she's like, "Oh, that's so sweet." I'm like, the franchise has a lot of emotion. The third film tore me apart because the third film, my dog that I had for a long time passed away shortly before that film came out. So when the third film came out, like, I just broke down in all kinds of tears and emotion. So I have a lot of love for this franchise, and I really, really, really enjoyed How to Train Your Dragon. I thought it was great. I don't know what the reviews are exactly. I don't care what the reviews are. It's one of those things where I don't watch people's reviews or look at people's reviews and so, well, they didn't like it, so I'm not going to go see the movie. No, that's not how I play. I if I want to see something, I don't care if it's got a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm going to go see it and make up my mind if it's good or not, if I liked it or not. There's a lot of times where things are getting bad reviews and I end up liking it. And then there's things that are getting great reviews and I end up not liking it. But Megan, I think if you're going to go see Megan, don't pay full price to see it. Wait for a matinee. I would even say, unless you're a huge fan of the first film, I would actually say wait for streaming for Megan, because I wouldn't say it was disappointing. It was exactly what I got, that I thought I was going to get, but I definitely think Megan is a film where you can just wait for that thing to hit streaming. It's probably gonna be streaming in like 3 weeks, and you could just wait. It's nothing special. It's just another AI killing robot with comedy and action sprinkled in. How to Train Your Dragon, I would say that is definitely worth going to see in theater. Check out a matinee. It's awesome on the big screen, and I had a blast with it. So that's my thoughts on those two films. I'm really happy that I got to see them, and I'm happy that you guys stuck around and watched this review. And please, guys, once again, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, smash the like. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button. And hope you guys have a fantastic day, and hope you guys enjoy the movies and my review. I'm about to go hit that iced coffee right there. You see that iced coffee just sitting there on that table? That iced coffee is about to get demolished, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to get demolished. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Have fun. Stay safe as always.